Next page. So it wants to know the value of km, all the way across. So let's do this first. This is 2x minus 4. I assume that this 8 goes to this 14. So I'm going to put those together. So it should say 2x plus 4 times, all of that, times x plus 1. And we should get 14 times 8. Cool, so 2x times, well, I'll make that green. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. 4 times the x is 4x. And 4 times 1, a little far there. 4 times 1 is 4. And that should equal 10 times 8 is 80. 8 times 4 is 32, so we get 112. Let's see. Let's combine some like terms here. So we get, well, I can just write the whole thing in green again. 2x squared plus 6x. I'm going to write that a little bit better. 2x squared plus 6x. There we go. Plus 4 equals 112. I know how to solve this when it equals 0, so I'm subtracting 112. I should put that in this color. So minus 112. And I get 2x squared plus 6x minus 108, oh man, equals 0. This does not look like it's going to be very fun, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. So to make this easier to deal with, I'm going to factor out a 2. So I'm going to factor out a 2. I get x squared plus 3x minus 54 equals 0. All right, now I know there's a shortcut here, but I'm going to show you the longer way because I know some of you will use that method more often. So I'm going to change colors. Well, let's do orange. So we get 1 times negative 54 is negative 54. Factors of 54 that create 3. So we know that 1 and 54 won't work. Negative 54. We know that 2 and negative 27 won't work to create that. 3, let's see, 54 divided by 3 is 18. 3 and negative 18, or negative 3 and 18 won't work. But let's try 4. So 54 divided by 4, that's a decimal. Well, let me just use my brain. So 3, 4, 5 doesn't go in there. 6 times 9, right? 6 times 9 is 54, yeah. And 6 minus 9 is negative, well, that's negative 3. So I need a negative 6 and positive 9 to give me a positive 3. So I'm going to try to squish it down here. I want to bring this down. Maybe I should use a different color. And this down. And I'm going to write it as x squared. We're going to need a little bit more room. X squared minus 6x plus 9x minus 54 equals 0. Now technically there's this 2 that comes down here also, but I'm going to keep it till later, okay? Or I'm not going to write it till later. So what can we factor out of x squared and 6x? It's just a 1. X times x minus 6. Because x times x is x squared, x times negative 6 is negative 6x. I'm gonna copy this as x minus 6. So what times x minus 6 will give me 9x? I think it's plus 9. Let me check. Yeah, that looks good. Cool, so I end up with x plus 9 copies of x minus 6 equals 0. And don't forget this 2 over here. So I still don't know what x is, but I know I just have to make them equal to 0. And, oh, I'm going to do the plus 9 first. And x minus 6 equals 0. We know that if I do it right here, well, I should do like this. I get x equals negative 9. And over here, if I add 6 to both sides, or after I add 6 to both sides, I get x equals 6. So we have 2 solutions here. We have 2 solutions for x. Now, we want to figure out what km is, right? Km, oh, it's this whole thing. 2x plus 4 and x plus 1. 2x plus 4 and x plus 1. 2x plus 4. Let's use this one. So km is 2x plus 4. Oh man, I forgot the other one. X plus 1 and x plus 1. Well, let's put that in parentheses just to show. Okay, so I know, see the thing is, if I put this negative 9 in here, like negative 9, I get a negative, and then like if I put this negative 9 in here, it doesn't really work. If I put that, it doesn't work. Because then it makes the length negative. Because length cannot equal negative number. So let's use this positive version. So km equals, I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it here. So 6. I'm going to put 6 here. So that we don't have to use all this extra stuff, even though that's tiny. And that's 6. And so I end up with 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 20. 6 plus 1 is 7. So I end up with km. Km. Ooh, it's not. Equals 27 units. This is my actual answer. Once again, I didn't use the negative 9, because if I did negative 9 here, it'd be negative 9 times 2 is negative 18. Negative 18 plus 4 is negative 14. Right? Negative 14. And then it would be negative 9 plus 1 is negative 7. So I would have gotten a length of negative 21, and a length, like, you can't be a length of negative 21. Like you can't be like, oh, this is like minus 10 centimeters. Like, that's just, or negative 10 centimeters. That doesn't make any sense. You need a positive distance. All right, cool. That's it. Thank you.